how I saved thousands. Life-changing hacks to stop wasting money and start saving today. At least that's what I did, and I want to share it today. Let's talk about money. Hi, my name is Maggie. Thanks for taking time out of your day, and let's get started. Are you tired to see your hard-earned money slip away on things you don't really need? Well, I was so much tired of that. So if the answer is yes to it too, stay to the end of the video to find out one of the crucial hacks that I'm sharing today. Calculate the costs in hours of your work time. Let's think about it. The cost of an item in terms of my work hours. That helped me evaluate if a purchase is really worth the effort. For example, before making a purchase, I really calculate how many hours I need to work to afford that item. For example, if an item costs $50 and you're making $10 an hour, ask yourself if it's really worth 5 hours of your life to get that one item. This perspective has been really effective and amazing, and it might feel a little bit overwhelming at the beginning, but if you follow that advice or if you follow that technique, after a while, you're really valuing the time and the money that you earned before. And I'm saying before for a special reason, because I'm calculating the money that I earned in the past instead of the money I would have to work in the future. Because I'm not a fan of getting in debt for something. So usually if I buy something, I make sure I have earned the money already. But even there, I value the time that I had to work for that thing. Let alone, it's a great way to prioritize what truly matters to you. Limit browsing time. I don't know if you can say it that way, but limit the time you're going out for shopping. And I'm not talking about shopping trips, because I do enjoy that too. Going out with friends, having a nice day out, that's not the point. But I'm talking about normal grocery shopping. I'm talking about typical moments when you're just attempt to buy salad and rice as addition to your dinner and coming out with at least 5 more items that you didn't have planned that you don't really need. Spending less time in the store, for example, reduces that. It reduces the likelihood of doing those impulse purchases. And that's why I'm limiting the time in the supermarket. I'm giving myself, if the list is short, 10 minutes getting in and out. It makes it all more effective, saves me time and money. And if my list is long, I'm giving myself at least a half an hour, but not longer. I'm not taking the time to look around and see, oh, they have this and this new in the shelf. No, I didn't need it. So if it's just a weekly shopping for my meal planning, for example, I'm making sure I'm getting myself a kind of timeline. And that doesn't mean I'm running into the shop, running out, but I'm just really focused on what I need. And this also reduces stress for me, which might sound funny too, because now I'm like giving myself a time frame, but it stresses me less in a way of knowing at the end when I'm going to buy everything, I'm not going to be hit by a big bill. Talking about time and value, clicking on that subscribe button right here is super quick, but ensures that you find my money hacks faster and would help me a ton on my journey to my first 1,000 subscribers. Set a budget for your shopping trip. We talked about it for a sec. And also, this is a mindset kind of thing. And it might take a brief practice, but setting a budget helps you a lot. Control your spendings in the past, and it's providing you're overspending something. It encourages mindsetful shopping and focusing on necessary items, things you really needed. I'm deciding how much money I want to spend on my shopping trip, and I can take that even one step further. I'm going to take it just in cash. I'm going to calculate this and this amount of money, and I'm taking that in cash, not a dollar more. Or even taking this thing 2 steps further by making myself a limit on my credit or debit card, making sure I'm not going to spend more than this and this amount of money in a week. This method has helped me to avoid surprises at the checkout and stay aligned with my finance goals. Shopping hungry. Talked about that before, just want to mention it for a second because it belongs on this list. It's easy to avoid it, you should think, but sometimes you know how it is. You get out of work, your last meal is hours ago, and you just need a couple errands for at home, so you're hungry, you're getting in the supermarket, and you're buying more than you wanted. If you did that before, leave a comment down there, because I'm sure I'm not alone with that. Or at least I was not alone. Now I do it differently. It might sound silly to you, but at the end of the month, I'm really happy with the result. Because now I do this before I go shopping. Always. If I know I'm a little bit hungry, I'm not going to go in the supermarket. Instead, I'm going to open up my snack box, and I have one in the car for me and the kids. And if I'm out about without my car, I at least have a snack bar in my bag that I just eat before I'm going in the supermarket. Yes, I'm not going to be super full, but I'm not going to be crazy hungry, willing to buy half the sandwich shelf and a couple of chocolate bars that I didn't even need. Ending up with at least, let alone for that, 20 bucks unnecessarily spent. So a few bites helps me avoid those impulse buys. Try it out. You might laugh now, but it worked. And also, I'm not buying then snack and junk food, and it helps me to stay on my healthy diet. Simply because I feel more focused and less distracted from all those distractions in the store. Look for lower shelves. And yes, I have to feel a lot of people forget that sometimes. At least people I know. They buy brands that are more expensive to give you the same. Instead of looking a little bit lower in the shelf, this is one that's easy to do. Products on lower shelves are more affordable, as store-placed, higher and eye-level kinda items. Knowing this helped me find better deals. And yes, I'm taking time to look at those lower shelves, or other shelves, but I'm comparing prices to ensure I'm getting the best value for my money. Again, with that money mindset in the back, that I'm not going to work this many hours for an item I didn't really need, or that was more expensive than it had to be. This practice has led to some great finds and has significantly reduced my shopping costs. It also made me more aware of marketing tactics and how to avoid falling into them. This said, let me fast introduce you to the Diderot Effect. You might not heard the name before, but you for sure heard about that technique. That whenever we're buying something, some kind of new item, it can create a kind of dissatisfaction with our current possessions and lead to the desire to even buy more of something like that fits. Like buying a new couch, thinking, oh, now new curtains or new couch table would be nice. Or buying bread, thinking, oh, a second jar of jam, even if we have one at home, would be good. While the name giver Denis Diderot is a French philosopher in the 18th century, let me tell you, this observed physiological phenomenon, you can bet that marketing companies all over the planet are very aware of that. That's why whatever you're buying, there's also kind of sell bundle, trying to sell more that fits to your current purchase. So you're not even buying one item, but you're putting more and more items that fit to that, so you purchase more. So also here, keep asking yourself, if you really came to get this and this and this and this item, or just the one item you really came for, or you really clicked on that online store before. I'm going to leave down a link, that really interesting article about this effect. The next one might be also very aware to a lot of you, but for sure to a lot of companies. End cap displays. They're designed to attract your attention at the end of the checkout and encourage impulse buys too. But here also, I simply focus what I really have planned to buy and avoid falling into them. And if I notice an item on my list on the end cap, I'm sometimes taking the time to look back in the shelf because the price on the shelf might be cheaper than the one at checkout. And if you find that too, you're going to feel like you've been tricked. And yes, you are being tricked. Companies try to sell. I just feel less overwhelmed and more in control of my shopping decisions, since I'm making sure I'm more aware of that. Sales and discounts. And I'm not saying, I don't mean grab everything that's on sale. Not at all. When I see an item on sale, I'm asking myself if I need it, and if I would buy it, would I buy it at the full price? If not, I skip it. Then it was there to just get me to get it without me really needing it. I'm just buying it unless I'm already searching for that item, and then I'm happy it's on sale. So not every deal is a good deal for you. If you want to know what other purchases I wouldn't do, take a look at this video right here. Or if you're thinking about overall growing your wealth, then this video might be for you. And like always, be productive, stay motivated, see you next time.